Welcome to the Silent Trading channel on Monday, the 4th of May. Today we'll be going through the gold chart to check and see if there is any suitable spot that could be a good entry for you guys, right? But before we start, please subscribe, like, comment and share if you like this video and to support me in my trading journal. So we'll always first start on the 4-hour time frame or the 4 hours chart. Because why? Because 4 hours is the best chart, at least for me. The 4 hour is the best chart to enter a position because it is in the middle of all time frame, which means it could have both an element of both the higher and the lower time frame mix in it, which means any position entering on a 4 hours chart, 4 hours time frame, would be the best position to manage if it is in a drawdown, and also the best position to profit if it is going to profit. Okay, so right now, as we can see on the 4 hours chart, there is already a dump, right? After pushing down, right, after tumbling down to attack support, the 4 hour support over here, the 4 hour time frame support over here, it then dumped, right? Dumped to form a new low while not attacking the last support of this triangular frame, because attacking this support means accumulating more buy side volume, and if the chart is accumulating more buy side volume, it is then bound to dump more or dump further, right? So after this dump to take out buy side volume, right, while not attacking the last support of this triangular frame, it then pull back, and this pullback is trying to tell us that it may have start to accumulate sell side volume, and if sell side volume is being accumulated, this pullback is a plausible one, which means the chart, the price still has a chance of pushing up, right? Because after accumulating sell side volume, the price must continue climbing up to take out all of those sell side volume that is being accumulated beforehand. So right now, we do know that buy side has been taken out, right? Buy side has been taken out from this dump over here, and sell side has started to be accumulated, which means the chart has a chance of pushing up. But where are we going to have the spot to enter a trade? Where is the entry spot for our trade right now? There is no entry spot right now on the 4 hours chart, because the 4 hours chart, the best entry spot has already been taken out, right? Because if you have bought from over here, from this week over here, your position will have been taken out right now if you place a stop loss. But if you did not place a stop loss right now, you will be in a drawdown, right? And your next position for you to manage all of this drawdown would be at this spot over here, right? Which means once the market dump, if you have placed buy limits, right, your buy limits right now would be over here, right? So your position right now will still be in a floating profit over here, right? But there is another position over here losing money, correct? Which means if you were to use your floating position, your profiting position, to close your losing position and then open a new order or new position at this spot over here, at this current spot over here, would it be a good one? It may be a good one, it may not be a good one. Because why? Because your position over here is a good one, right? But your worst position is over here, which means if you were to use your good position, right, your profiting position, to close your closing position and then open a position at this current spot right now, it will be you lowering down your lots, right, your units of size, right, to lower your risk. Because closing your position using the profiting one means that you haven't lost anything, you only lose the position that is profiting, right? And you have used that position to close the losing position. So where are you going to get next position if you use the winning one to close the losing one? After using the winning one to close the losing one, you just enter a position right now, a buy side position right now at this current spot at 4567.60, and wait for the price action to reveal itself, right? If the price action is revealing a bullish price action, you can hold on to this position that you're opening. If the price action is trying to reveal a bearish price action, you can then wait for the next candle to do a retest or a retracement and take that retracement or retest chance to close your buy side position, because the chart has a chance, right? Has a chance of pushing down further. Alright? So every single thing that is happening on the chart is happening for a reason. The chart doesn't move without any reason. It is moving because of volume. It is moving because of manipulation, right? So every movement in the chart is due to either manipulation or real volume entering the chart, right? Real volume entering the market. So all we need to do is we need to be able to understand and catch all of those movements to enter a trade, to be able to have a good entry, right? So right now, if you do not have any position, do not enter at this spot right now. But if you have a winning position and a losing position, use the winning position to close the losing position at break even, right? At break even, or at least with the least loss possible, and then try to find a spot for a new position, or using the winning one to close the losing one and then enter a position right now and wait for the price action to reveal itself before you start closing or adding on to your position, right? So on the 4 hours chart right now, there isn't any suitable spot to enter a trade. But what about on a 1 hour time frame? The 1 hour time frame right now, there is also no suitable spot for a trade. Because why? Because a bullish price action hasn't been produced yet, right? There is only a pullback after a dump over here, right? A pullback after a dump. And right now, this green candle or this bullish candle is pushing up, right? And then pulling back. And this pullback may indicate a push up to retest and take out sell side volume before pulling back and then start dumping, right? So the chart right now, it may be in the phase of dump, right? And then pull back to take out sell side volume from panic selling. And after taking out sell side volume, it may start going to a sideway down, right? A sideway down, or start tumbling down. And once it start tumbling down, and if it start tumbling down and start to accumulate buy side volume, and after it has accumulated enough, the next thing the market will have to do is then to retrace once more and then dump, right? So every single thing happening on the chart, there is a reasoning for it. The chart doesn't happen for no reason, right? So all we need to do is, right now we wait for what? We wait for a bullish price action to be formed, at the least on a 1 hour time frame, on a 4 hour time frame, right? Lower than that, I wouldn't call a bullish price action, because lower than 1 hour time frame, I would only call that a retest or a wick forming on a higher time frame, because price action on the lower time frame, sometimes it is only a wick forming on a higher time frame, right? As I have been telling you guys beforehand, that a trend on the lower time frame is sometimes only a wick on a higher time frame before a pullback, which means the lower time frame sometimes is only a manipulation. It isn't a real trend. So we do not trust the lower time frame too much. We trust what the higher time frame is telling us, and then we enter according to that time frame. But sometimes you can use the lower time frame as a reference to enter a trade, right? Sometimes a retracement happening on a lower time frame can be a spot to enter a trade, right? Because for you to wait for that higher time frame, the 1 hour, the 4 hour time frame to close and retrace, to close and retest before entering a trade, sometimes if you're experienced enough to be able to compare and differentiate between the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15 minutes, and you are able to enter from the best possible spot on that trade, do so, right? But if you're not experienced enough to be able to compare and differentiate between lower and higher time frame and to find that alignment for you to enter a trade, do not trade that way, right? Trade only on the higher time frame. When the higher time frame has formed a bullish price action and a complete bullish price action, we then buy at the next candle retracement, right? Or form a bearish price action and we then buy at the next candle retracement also. Okay, so right now it is just a push up to take out sell side volume, right? A clearance of sell side volume before pulling back and then dumping down. So we are not looking to buy right now. Okay, so we are not looking to buy right now because we see this as a wick to take out sell side volume before pushing down once more or before pushing down further, right? So the next spot we're going to be entering a trade is the next spot below the daily support, right? The next spot below the daily support, which means the next time the chart is pushing down, it is going to push down, pushing past this daily support and then forming a new low before pulling back from this triangular frame, triangular border, right? It can either pull back or it can either form a price action over here or a bullish reversal over here. And once it forms a bullish reversal, we're going to be buying at the next candle retesting, right? Or if you think that your capital is enough for you to manage, do buy at the next candle dump, right? At the next dump on the chart, at the next expansion below, do buy. Do try to enter a single position, a 1 unit position, and then wait for the chart to either pull back, retrace, or form a bullish price action, and then decide according to that price action reveal, right? If it is pulling back, you're gonna close that position and wait for the next candle price action. But if it is able to manage to form a bullish price action and also complete that bullish price action, you can hold on to that position that you have been buying, right? So right now all we need to do is we wait for this dump that we are waiting to happen and then buy on the dump, right? Buy on the dip and wait for a bullish price action to be formed. But if a bullish price action is not forming, it is only going to retrace and dump once more, we're going to be closing that position. Okay, so right now wait and wait, right? Do not do anything. Wait until a price action has been revealed. Wait until a confirmation has been revealed before you start entering a trade. Okay, so that is all I'm here for today, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. So for today, see ya.